Good morning.
Good morning. Danielle was not prepared, as usual. Come on.
For the show?
Wake up early. You actually got out of bed before I did this morning.
Yeah. We got out of bed at the same time.
Kinda.
I was just first.
Yeah. I woke up, my body is just used to this. I have my alarm set for 5:30. And either I'll fully sleep through it, which is rare. Lately, there's been times, but normally it's rare. Or at about 5:20, I'll wake up, I'll roll over, and I just know, all right, because I'll wake up throughout the night, and I'll just know, all right, this is it. This is the one where the alarm's going to go off. So I'll just kind of lay there, and then it goes off.
I remember it going off this morning.
Twice. Because I got it and I didn't hit it correctly, and I hit snooze instead of turn off. I don't know. I did. I'm not sure if you did.
Yeah, normally we'll say something if the alarms are going off, but no, I don't remember the alarms going off.
Yeah, so slept pretty good. My neck doesn't hurt as bad lately. I've been sleeping weird for whatever reason. It's still kind of stiff. I think I'm at the age where I need a
My pillow.
Yeah. Maybe. One of those pillows with a hole in it so you can stick your arm through it.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking
about? That'd be nice.
Yeah. But you guys saw in the video yesterday of us cleaning up and doing the grass seed and get the dogs ready and all that. And for the most part, great comments. For the other part, I don't understand what y'all think or type or how y'all speak or what, because some of y'all are so confusing. It's just like I'll read them and I'm like, I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
This is gibberish. It basically be if you let my brain out of the cage and you put a pin on it, put it on paper, it'd be like, and that's what y'all sentences look like sometimes. To me at least. But we have already been working with the guard dogs and the puppies. You guys, I guess we'll watch today on the Crocker Life.
Yeah.
Correct. Today in the Crocker Life with the puppies, if you guys are curious how it's working out with the new dog pen. You kind of give them a little spoiler there.
Yeah.
A little, not working.
Yeah.
This morning.
But, yeah, they were all in it this morning.
Yep.
So, I was proud.
Not the guard dogs.
Well, no.
Yeah, well, you said all. I'm just clarifying. Because I'd be like, oh, you got the big dogs stay in?
No.
So, no. The little dogs, all the other dogs.
The guard dogs are going to get out of anything and everything we put them in.
And then
that's in them.
Someone was talking trash and was just like, why don't you tell us the truth how you feel about them guard dogs? You feel like they've outran their course there. They're useless. You don't want them no more. And I said, that's exactly what I said. They have ran their course as far as guard dogs because they don't guard.
Yeah.
They get out and roam. I
know that's in their breed to do that, to roam and...
Absolutely.
But...
They're great dogs. And we've said this for a long time. They are great dogs. Very loving. You guys see all the time. I think we even ended the live chat with Packer coming up, and it's just a baby.
The sweetest, biggest baby you've ever seen.
But as far as guard dog goes, they are useless.
They literally have eaten corn with coyotes. So
from what our neighbor said.
It was on their trail cam.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
So.
But it's not that we don't love the dogs. It's just they don't serve the purpose they were supposed to serve. And you can't really blame them, and we don't blame them, and we're not, it's not like we're just like, let's get rid of them, we don't like them, I hate these dogs, why do we get them? Sometimes I've said that, but it's more of, we're almost doing them a disservice by not letting, because we're about to be fenced in, and we're hoping that they'll stay in. And we're hoping that when they're forced to stay in with the goats,
They'll bond back with them.
Yeah, they'll bond back with them. Now, I'll say this. The goats are bonded to them, but they will just up and leave them. And I know that's in the breed. I know all of that. We have been there, done that with these dogs. We have researched. We have seen everything. We've seen other people's dogs of that breed running around. We've seen posts on Facebook about these breeds.
Yeah.
Just all sorts of things. But what we're hoping is we can put them back in the fence and be good. But as of right now, the bad thing is like you guys, we talked about it on Coffee Crockers, and we didn't film when they all ran off, goats and all. And the bad thing is the goats are bonded to the dogs are not bonded to the goats. So when the dogs run off or want to run in the road or run in the woods or whatever, the goats want to follow. That's not what we want. It's easy to call in dogs. It's not easy to call in goats. And again, they are good dogs, and I do think they're all bonded together at some point, but the only benefit of the dogs right now is when the goats are kind of roaming around, no matter where they're at, if the dogs are like in the middle of the property and they start barking, the goats will just run instantly to them.
Yeah.
Directly to them.
It's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think there's danger.
Yeah, so that's what they're supposed to do. It's good.
Yes. But the dogs aren't doing it to protect the goats, because sometimes the goats aren't even doing anything, or they're next to them and they're barking off and the goats are just there.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those. Oop, you hit the...
Oh, hit it. Got it.
We would rehome the dogs if someone could utilize them and had plenty of space for them, because they are great dogs. They are very loving dogs and all of that. They're not mean by any means at all. It's just we got them for a purpose.
Yeah. And
it's the same thing when it comes to a farm animal or whatever. We actually treat our dogs a lot better than most people treat their dogs. And that's not a good thing sometimes, because then they just turn into pets. Yeah. And we've talked about this.
We have enough pets.
We do. And we've talked about this plenty of times to you guys, that a lot of people get upset with us and other channels and people like that. How dare you get a dog if you're not going to treat it well, this and that. Well, when you treat a livestock guardian dog like a pet dog, you've ruined it. It is no longer doing its job.
Yeah, you go to a place that, like, even Chrissy was telling us this too, like a place that's like a real operation, not like just a hobby farm. They'll have signs like, do not pet the dog.
Don't even look at the dog. Don't even call the dog. Don't say sweet names to it. Nothing. Because you ruin it.
Yeah, it's a working dog. It's there for a reason.
Yeah, and when you do those things, you literally take that instinct out of them.
Yeah, this is what you get. And I know we get a lot of comments saying, my livestock guardian dog comes in the house, is sweet, but still goes out and protects. And,
sure.
And same thing, where like our dogs, that's what they do. They roam to get a radius, protect, da-da-da-da. I mean, I don't think they're really roaming to get a protection.
Not if they're up in the house. Do what you want. I don't really care. But we do what we need to do here. Same thing. People were like, how dare you even try to get rid of Hank after everything? He's finally coming around. He's finally whatever. Again, he's a sweet pig. But he's never been the pig to eat out of your hands. He's never been the pig to come up and scratch on you or anything. We got him the way he was. And he's a lot better. But technically, we didn't get him.
Yeah.
The people we got him from really wanted Jared to have him. Jared really wanted a potbelly pig. It worked out great at the time. Now, life has changed. Jared can't take the pig down to South Texas and put it in that little yard. We have downsized. We want all our animals to serve a purpose, and maybe that's a little harsh for some of you guys. And like I said in past videos, what's your address? Any animal you think isn't being taken care of will gladly go to your apartment or your house or whatever you live in. But luckily we found somebody that is going to give Hank an absolutely amazing, I was going to say house, a life. And I've been in contact with them multiple times, and I don't know them personally, but just from what has been said, sounds great. The person does have a YouTube channel. They only have select videos, but I can at least see who they are. And
yeah, we're not like when it's like, sorry I interrupted you.
How dare you? As people always tell me, I always interrupt you.
We interrupt each other. We're bad about it. You should see us fighting. It's just all interrupting. Don't interrupt.
I don't do nothing.
What? But forgot what I was saying. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You interrupted me to interrupt yourself.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know.
I don't know. With Hank, it's not like, I mean, we are definitely tried everything before even putting him in the smoker type of situation. I know that's harsh, but
shoot, people were commenting. They're like, "Hey, you might as well benefit from it. Put him in the freezer."
Yeah, the big thing though is to, again, breakfast is the one we want to breed with. If you look at him, he's a meaty boy. That would just would be perfect. We want him to breed, again, to feed us.
And
it's a whole thing.
We have a girlfriend pretty much lined up, but we can't bring her here because what if Hank tries to knock her up?
And we don't
want Potbelly to be eaten.
Bits.
Yeah. You know, I've told Danielle this, and I feel like we've kind of turned a new leaf on YouTube and new chapter. We've lost all the people that used to cry. We've gained new ones. We lost more. We gained new ones. In the world of YouTube on the homesteading type stuff, I don't know why some people watch. Again, we've said this in the past, and I hate that this has turned into kind of like a rant video, but it's just kind of the world we're in right now, I guess. But people were mortified that we were butchering chickens that we bought to raise up for meat.
I don't think I'll ever.
I don't understand their thought process. Where do you think meat comes from? You gotta kill an animal, but people are so disconnected that they don't understand that their meat comes from a dead animal, and an animal that was probably not raised very well. An animal, if it's commercial, most of these small farms and hobby farms and even small ranches and stuff like that, even some big ranches, they treat their animals 100 times better than anything that's like corporate America meat market.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta eat.
Oh yeah.
But you want to give that animal the respect and like, thank you.
Yes.
For feeding me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's so important to us. And then what we put into our body, believe it or not, we care.
You're only as good as yourself and what you put into yourself. And we want the best stuff we can do. And with that, Hank is just not going to be a butcher pig or a breeder, and so we found somebody for him. And kind of like I was saying a second ago, we've kind of weeded out people, I guess. And this is not so much a rant video. This is, if you made it this far, this is more of a appreciation video of you guys that have stuck around, and even if you're brand new and you just understand the reality of what happens. And a lot of y'all have supported us and continue to support, and are coming in and supporting and being like, yeah, if that doesn't serve a purpose, get rid of it. Yeah, build it like this. Yeah, grow a garden. Don't just have a raised garden bed for a video. Hey, don't do this. If you're not even gonna grow much in the garden, don't worry about it. Do this. There's so many people that just are out of the loop of reality that it's nice when we see these comments. And we do bring up some of these crazy comments and whatnot because it's more of it's not a rant, it's just more of like, you won't believe what these people say. You won't believe how ignorant some of these people in comments can be.
But that's the beautiful thing about YouTube.
No, it is. But
it gets wild in there.
It's called YouTube. You watch what you want. You comment what you want. You delete what you want. You keep what you want. And it's a beautiful thing.
And we accept constructive criticism. That's not.
Oh yeah. I don't care what anyone says, to be honest. As far as they can cuss me out in a comment or whatever, or tell us we're stupid. But at the end of the day, we're the ones living it, and we're the ones doing it. And I think it's awesome that there's certain things that we've done lately that you guys have just fully backed that never, ever would have gone down before. Comments would have just been going crazy. Just the fact that, I know this sounds bad, but it's just the truth. When we go live and we like to have a drink, because we're alcoholics, vodka big head.
I forgot about that.
That's for Todd. That's why Todd always says it. But it used to literally be to where I'm an adult, and if I want an adult beverage at the end of the day and I'm going live, I would have to hide it because I was so wrapped up in the Christian homesteading community that it's like, why am I
probably running in the road?
I don't know. They're all running up their goats and all. Talk to the people, baby.
Yeah, see, this is the... Are they at the road?
They're all on my back.
Oh, Roof!
Watch your head, boy. I was like wrapped up in the... now you can hear them all right here.
This life we live is so funny.
All the dogs are out because we let them out this morning.
Yeah.
I think we've said that, but I don't remember. I was wrapped up in this Christian homesteading community on YouTube that I never signed up to be in. And I'm not saying...
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not saying we don't believe in God. I'm not saying we believe a certain way or don't believe a certain way. I'm not saying that... those people are wrong, or those people shouldn't be watching my stuff, or I shouldn't have them as a viewer.
It's a very judgmental place.
There was just a stigma or a thing that happened when you were a homestead channel in that era of YouTube. I guess maybe things are changing. I don't know, but everything I did, people would just bash me and be like, "How come you're not going to church with so and so? How come you're not doing this? Why can't I just have a relationship with whoever I have a relationship, whether it's God or just a made-up thing or just in myself or whatever? Everyone can have their own thing."
Everybody's going to clip that in yourself and be like, see, he thinks he's a God.
Well, I'm a king, YouTube king. But it's crazy that so many people would just instantly assume that you're something, and then when you weren't, they would bash you. And they would just assume that everybody had to do it the exact same way. Everyone had to be the quote unquote Justin Rhodes of homesteading. The go out, wear the outfit, because he'd wear an apron and a hat, and you had this certain look, and do the everything the exact same way. Everyone thought you had to be Keeping It Dutch and Danielle Arms. Everyone thought you had to be a Roots and Refuge, and I'm trying to name all the bigger channels in the homesteading. Whether you think they're one way or another, everyone just thought you had to be a certain thing. And then I already knew coming into YouTube, I'm a lot different than most of the people doing this.
To get in trouble for your nose ring, you would say?
Oh, I had my lip ring in, and I would get destroyed. They're like, I really like what you're doing, but I cannot stand that earring in your lip. I will not watch you no more. So you like me, but because I have an earring, so if you're a good Christian and you're out here judging people on their looks, why? If you're a good person, you're out here judging people on something, why? I think it just proves that no matter who you are as a person or what you believe in or whatever, if you're out there judging people and you like what they have to do or like what they have to say, but you're judging them based off of one thing, whether that's if they lean left or right in politics, whether they believe in religion or not, whether they homeschool or send their kids to public school,
what's in their heart,
yeah, whether they grow food at home or buy it from the store. What makes you better than the other person that you can like talk trash and all that? Like, it's wild that we went from a time in our life where everybody was united and everyone didn't care about those things to now it's such a priority to know what the other person does.
My opinion,
yes,
makes me so far superior than your opinion. It's wild.
Just because it's your opinion.
Yeah, it's like... Now,
I'm not saying I'm a good person. I feel like I'm better now. Back in the day, I get it, but...
This whole thing is everybody's wrong in everything, basically. And at the same time, everybody's right with their own lives.
Yeah.
So, again, just the whole judging of others.
It's wild.
It's wild. Just, is this person a good person or not? Do you, like... Yeah. And then that's it. I don't know.
And, again, it probably sounds like I'm against Christians or whatever just because I bring up stuff. But it's like, I think to me it's more of a, shame on you. This is not how a Christian is supposed to be. Because it's like, if you are a Christian, and let's just say all those channels that are homesteader channels were Christian, and I'm not. Instead of, like, shunning me from the group, instead of commenting and saying things that I'm not like everyone else, shouldn't it be, hey, we're glad you're here? Isn't that what a Christian's supposed to do? Hey, we're glad you're here. Hey, if you're having a bad day, here's the scripture if you'd like to read it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you are in the area and you would like to come to church with us, we have this church. It starts at this time.
That's Juno style. They're good people.
Sam's pretty cool. Oh, no, that's truly how they are. When we met them, my first thought was, oh no, this is going to be another Christian family that kind of judges us, kind of will think a certain way before even getting to know us. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things, I met Sam at Walmart, and this was before we even got Lambo, anything. It just happened to be, I was checking out, and she forgot her receipt in the self-checkout, and then she came back to get it, and then she's like, I know you. And I'm like, oh no, from where, how? She's like, I saw your YouTube video, and there's a lot of stuff going on at the time. And I said, oh no. And she said, oh, I didn't see anything bad. Don't worry about it. I'm like, all right. And then not long after that, Chrissy was like, hey, there's this, this cow, and then it ended up being the Junos, and then we met him, and we went there, and we started talking to him, and I said, I don't know what videos, because normally people will be like, oh, you're on YouTube, they'll search the Crockers, and some of the worst videos ever pop up. That's just how it works on YouTube. The most searched freaking videos pop up. And they said, we're going to be 100% honest with you guys. We have never at least at the time, I don't know if they have now. We have never went back and watched previous videos. We've only seen videos from here out. We've never gone back. And we're not here to judge you in our past. They're like, of all people, we understand how that is, and we're not going to judge someone on their past. Flint may not be the best person in the world. Not even by...
Jason's joking. They're just...
Clearly, I like them. But...
Very, very, very good people.
The fact that they are a good Christian family, and they are very much... go to church, and they're better people than we are. They try their best to live the best life they can, and they're friends with us. Isn't that the true Christian way? Mm-hmm. Right? Truly, whether you're a Christian or not, isn't that the real way to be a good human? Is to know even if someone else isn't where you would like them to be as a human, mm-hmm. Maybe you become friends and it rubs off. Maybe even if it's, religion or just the way they act. If you're like, man, that person got a mouth on them. Man, maybe, that, or whatever it may be. You don't have to physically bash anyone or anything like that. Just be friends with them and show them what that life can be. And I feel like, to wrap it back up, I feel like we have this group of people that watch us now. And it's some people that have been here for a long time, some people that started not long ago, and some people that are brand new, but we're all in the same mindset now. And it's weird. We get super chats now that's like, a drink on me. That would never have happened. There's people out there commenting, they're like, if it's not working, change it. Don't have that animal if it's not serving a purpose. Wow, that's like a real thought. That's not a pet thought, It's a real homestead ranch thought. And it's stuff like that a lot of you guys that are watching get us. And it took years to get here. And it's good. It feels good. It feels good to know that we can pretty much be ourselves and not have to hide things. We used to not put stuff in videos. Every time we would film and we would be filming something, and then I know the clip's over, and then I'll say something stupid to her, or she'll say something stupid to me. That is funny. I mean, at least we think it's funny. Sometimes it's inappropriate. Sometimes it's a stupid word or whatever it may be, or acting dumb or whatever, that we're like, I wish we could put this in a video because that would be hilarious. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting to that point where we're just starting to be ourselves, because YouTube was so critical of you, I guess.
And it even goes to show, how, sweet Jared is to the animals and everything. He never even wanted to show animals because...
Oh, Jared, yeah.
Because it just, no matter what, it just brings out criticism like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And then, again, treats the animals better than anybody.
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. You can be... It's just, YouTube's wild.
Yeah, and I literally told Danielle that the other day, because for a while, we were only showing building. We didn't show any animal stuff. And then we showed it, and people are like, that's not enough food for your animals. That's the wrong thing. I can't believe you do this. And I told them, I said, I forgot why we didn't put animals in this. Yeah. I fully understand now, because it brings out the crazies. Mm-hmm. But then it's just no. We should not cater to the small percent of people that are just the loudest. Mm-hmm. And that's in the world. That's how I feel about that. I can go on a whole rant about that. The smallest majority is always the loudest, and we should not cater to those type of people. And it took years and years and years for us to finally just be like, we're going to be ourselves. If you don't like it, piss off. If you don't like who we are, we're not forcing you to watch. And if you want to continue to watch and talk trash, go ahead. You're helping us. And it's the same thing with videos about us. There's videos out there that are how much do the Crockers make? Why did the Crockers do this? They do, whatever. There's so many videos out there that are just not even real. And it used to, I guess, bother me. And now it's just it's something to laugh at.
It's so far-fetched.
Yes.
It's just why did we ever let this
yeah,
upset us? It's literally could not be the furthest from the truth.
But it's something that every person that puts their entire life on social media for people to dissect, it happens to them. I have seen so many videos, and we don't even do Facebook. We don't even do Instagram. We don't even do TikTok. But I see these videos pop up, and it's always people that are out building in the woods, or people that have animals, or doing this, and all their videos are and y'all say in the comments that this is wrong, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. On podcasts, Joe Rogan, all of them, they're always post and ghost, because everyone's got an opinion. Don't worry about what these people say. It doesn't matter what you do. People are going to bash you. Same thing in your normal life. If you're wanting a certain job, or you're wanting to be with somebody. Do you know how much We got beat up when we started getting together.
Yeah, it was so. I'm not used to this too because I've never dated anybody where it's like the circle didn't like me, and I was like, "What is happening?" Yeah,
Baby, there's a big circle that didn't like you.
I know. It's wild.
But and we're including the internet. It's
oh yeah.
There's so many things that so many opinions. Like, I know someone probably already commented. What is it? Opinions are like buttholes.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one and they stink.
Mm-hmm.
But it just takes a long time when you put your whole life on the internet to not worry about what people say. And again, I know this sounds like a rant, but maybe this is just speaking to somebody out there that's dealing with it, whether it's they're wanting to start a YouTube channel, but so many people, they're terrified. People wanting to try to get a different position at work or a different type of job, or you want to date somebody or whatever it may be. You're scared of what people might think. Screw it. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. And it will pay off, even if it takes a long time and you have to go through a lot of poop talking and all of that to get where you want to be. It is 100% worth it. Because I could say right now, baby, you my circle. And that's all I need. You're more like a donut hole than the donut. You just So the donut's the circle, right? And that's what everyone's looking for, the big circle. But baby, I like my donut holes. And that's all I need is just you right there in the middle.
So I'm what?
You're my sugar mama.
So what you're saying is...
You're the part that most people cut out and throw away.
Yeah.
But I learned, just like the donut shops, that's very viable. Don't throw it out.
Yeah. What?
You turned it into that. I didn't. That's your opinion on what I was saying. See what I mean? Even in your own circle, people can.
Even in your own.
Gotta watch your back, people.
Even in your own camper.
Yeah, watch your back.
Get disrespected.
Watch your back.
No.
Oh, speaking of crazy comments, people told me in the tornado video, how dare I am such a terrible owner. I should have brought all the animals we had into the camper with me. I don't think 8 dogs, 3 goats, 2 pigs. Yeah. Literally, people were upset that I didn't bring all the animals into the camper in this 17-foot camper. Yeah. Even if we brought the dogs in here, which we've brought dogs in here, but that's not even the guard dogs in here. There's no room. It ain't gonna work. So, I don't know. It's crazy. Anyways, I don't know what's going to happen weather-wise. It's supposed to rain and not rain. I don't know. That's it's Oklahoma. Yeah. We may get a tornado or snow. But
there was I guess it was the second biggest ever recorded tornado in the history of ever in South Oklahoma. Was that yesterday morning?
Or the day before, I don't remember, yeah.
Yeah, it was that night or in the morning. But thank goodness it was just over... crops, no populated area. Like, people are meteorologists. Wow, that word is tough.
Meteorologists.
They're like baffled by it. I don't know, just because this year for tornadoes is going to be a wild one.
Yeah, people have said it's the government doing it, and with that one, I believe it.
Yeah.
That was a test.
Oh. That was, we're going to do it over an unpopulated area.
And see how big we can get it, and then we'll put it over cities.
That's why we can't talk much about it, because they're going to put it over our grain bin.
We'll survive because it's round.
You've already said too much about Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates. I hate that guy.
Baby, he's going to come
Quit
after us
putting
now.
wax on my cucumbers! He has no reason to be touching farmlands. I don't get it. That's one person we can hate. Well, we can hate a lot of people.
Hey, the more you talk, the more
politics.
tornadoes are going to come at us.
Probably, but we live in Oklahoma. Now, do you think it was that big of a tornado because it was in open area where the winds were able to do everything it needs to do?
I don't know the science behind it.
Yeah.
But
I bet it was, because if you're in certain spots, the wind wouldn't be able to blow certain ways, and with it just being in a big all open field prairie.
It was something about, like, how high it was, too.
Cheech and Chong?
Yeah.
Dang it. It's Oklahoma.
Again,
it's legal
I don't
here.
know the science.
Yeah. It was over a pot field.
Probably.
It got real high and it became big. Alright, guys, we'll catch you the next one. This is just becoming crazy. Bye.